It's the final week of the regular season. The Chargers look for their first sweep of the Raiders since 2018. Get ready for AFC action. Next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face on with the Los Angeles Chargers. Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play. They've been cooking these last couple months. Winners of 7 of their last 8 games.
And if you extrapolate that out to a full season, they'd be 14-2. And anyone in the NFL today would sign up for that.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Chargers, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. And he'll work this forward for about 3 and second down. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
7 yards, the pickup there. On second down, Mostert, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. I see an extra defensive back on the... Surprise here on 3rd and 1. From the gun, Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4. This, the second meeting between these two division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. On play action, Fields. Got a man open, it's Darren Waller. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Play action, it's Fields. Took that in one-handed. What a grab. 25 yards that time. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. On play action, Fields. Got a man, it's Brown. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. They'll fake the handoff, now Fields. Toward the pylon, caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Foster Moreau, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And the safety, Trayvon Merrick, up to make the play defensively. They'll break the huddle. Come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They hand it off to Mostert. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the
gets by him, and now a little daylight. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Give them 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Montez Sweat. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They lost 4 there, and it's third down. To throw, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Well, listen, now, no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, and other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. Now a first down throw, Fields. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he's finally out of bounds, but he's taken it all the way down to the 8.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. To throw is Fields. And that is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown, Vegas. Henry Ruggs with touchdown number 29. Too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass his young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed, aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now. You can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen. And it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. And out trots Jared Cook with the rest of his offensive mates. And the previous drive put him up over 1,000 yards for the season. So now it's what you like to refer to, my friend, as gravy time, right?
It is. I mean, he's done it, right? He's accomplished the goal. So the good players, they relax a little.
Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Montez Sweat able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack. After the sack on first down, Mayfield under pressure, and they got to him again. Montez Sweat getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon. After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. Now, after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Now a fair catch is called for and taken a few yards across midfield. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. 4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. On 1st down, it's Fields. That's caught by Waller out left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 35. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Back to throw. Fields. Rolling to his right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Fields. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down. The Charger drive about to get going. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now,
I would say.
And the Raiders have got it. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Mayfield. And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Fields throw complete here to Waller. And he'll be out right at the 35.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
A good gain on 1st. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now a pass hauled in downfield. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Fields now to throw. Open man completes it to Claypool. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Give him 30 yards there.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Escaping the pressure right. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Justin Fields doing it himself from 9 yards out. And the Raiders are able to add on to their first-half lead. He continues to show at this level that he can not only pass for touchdowns, he can run for touchdowns.
Not the first time we've seen this, because this young guy, he really makes it happen. So what that tells me is the book on him has to change. You got to now plan for those legs as well as him throwing the football.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. touchdown. Ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Mayfield on first down. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Montez Sweat. My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield. A beautiful fake. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for L.A. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
A good pickup there at 22. A big hitter to start the drop. Has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Fields. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is recovered by the Chargers. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out of practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a 2-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. 2-hand. Oh, I get it. 2-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Rashawn Slater, first-round pick in 2021, guilty there. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Mayfield looks to throw. But he's got Dorsett complete. And some space here. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Philip Dorsett as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
And I think this is what the early proponents of the forward pass were thinking about. Get it to a receiver and have him do some work afterwards in order to create the big play we just saw there.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats. Point after here coming up. And that makes it 23-7. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And able to get this out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway.
And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. Henry Ruggs and the Raiders set to go back to work.
Good day for him so far here in the third quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the third quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
The throw for Claypool is intercepted.
Picked off by Nasir Adderley, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
The number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
To try again after the sack. Mayfield. It's Williams on the catch. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on third down and 5. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Mayfield going to keep it on the option.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Baker Mayfield, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 35. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock.
And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. On play action, Fields. And he will find his man Ruggs. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Mayfield's throw taken in by Cook. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. Now Mayfield. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he's going to have this down deep into Vegas territory. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. So this play, until recently, only something you'd probably expect to see in a college game, but running quarterbacks are certainly in vogue, and this turned into a big play.
And you and I both know that for a long time, coaches worried about their quarterbacks taking too much punishment, running plays like this, and they still worry about it. But when you can break up big chunks of yardage like that, it's worth the risk. Plus, you're coaching that quarterback to see those guys coming and get down before the big hit occurs.
On 2nd and 10, Mayfield. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action. It's Fields. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Boy, 30 more yards and another first down. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. Off play action, Fields. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Michael Davis. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. Dorsett making the catch. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them pass on the spot, that means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. A huge gain of 40 yards on the third down conversion. And again, it's Mayfield. Finding Williams once more, complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brings up second down at the 38-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield, and brought in by the tight end Cook. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up third.
The offense on third down tonight, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. He's going to let it go end zone for Allen. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. And now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out.
After review of the play, ruling on the field stands.
So the decision to challenge does not pan out, and that's also going to cost him a timeout. Desperation time. Mayfield on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Raider D, they get the football back. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that one that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
They'll fake the handoff, now Fields. It's complete to Brown, right side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. On first down, it's Fields. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Here's Fields. A short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Fields. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now it's Fields. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. That one a backbreaker as as they wind up converting there on fourth.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Raiders are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You can see them sag on their sideline. And I think this one might just be over.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. So out come the Chargers. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Max Crosby, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw there complete to Allen. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. On 1st and 10, Mayfield got his man complete over the middle. It's Williams. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another touchdown, Chargers. Jared Cook with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. That's reeled in by Claypool. What a catch. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Escaping the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, that was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds Runs about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Steps away to his left. And he is out of bounds here. So this one a victory.